Hi, good morning. Welcome back to the channel, Beyond Blessed Ministry, and I welcome you if you're new. I'm cooking up some breakfast for my family, but as I'm doing this, I want to share something that I wrote down in my journal last night, and it was reflecting on my day yesterday. And so what I wrote down was that it's okay to not feel the fire of God every day, right? Like some days we're going to experience silence, right? Like sometimes we're not going to hear from God right away. We won't hear from him, throughout the day, and that happens from time to time, but it's normal and it's nothing to worry about. He didn't forget about you. It's nothing to be worried about. And during that time, I just encourage you to be patient and to remain faithful. And how you remain faithful is by thinking good thoughts, thinking, okay, well, it's just going to be that kind of day. It's going to be a day where I just need to go about my day and pursue it in a godly manner with a godly mindset, and just keep doing the right things. And this is just a day where God is more silent than usual, and that's okay. And that could be a test. It could be a test that he's giving you to test your faith. Where is your faith? He's trying to gauge where your faith is at. Or it could just be, a silent day. Like, it doesn't have to be a test all the time. And so, specifically what I put is that it's okay to not feel your spirit man calling out all the time. Like, it's not okay, or it's okay to not feel on fire or feeling or hearing from God every day, right? And sometimes, like, you're even gonna feel a little just like spiritually monotone, like some days you're really just on fire and you're going, and other days, and this happens from time to time, right? You're gonna feel like just a little flat in your spiritual area of your life, right? And that's okay. And it's not gonna be like the end of the world, right? Like, it's just that one day, and remain faithful, like I said, to God. And I want to go back to that phrasing, spirit man, because I don't want people to get confused. Like, I don't want people to think that idolizing, our inner spirit man, like, I don't want people to get confused. We're talking about God and idolizing only the one and true holy God. And so when I say spirit man, I'm referencing to the Holy Spirit that God has put in us, and that our flesh is just a suit, right? Our flesh is just the flesh, is just the covering over the spirit that is within us. And so that's what I mean. That's what I reference the spirit man for. And so this happens from time to time, and I had this day yesterday. I had this kind of day yesterday, and I was just going about my day, and doing some schoolwork, and I I just knew from the beginning that it was gonna be like kind of a spiritually flat day, and I was like, okay, well, let's just go about this day. I'm just gonna press in and just do what I usually do. And what I usually do, it's it just depends on the day. It's like yesterday I just had a lot of schoolwork to catch up on, so that's what I did for most of the day. And I just stayed focused on my tasks, and I knew that God was gonna come through again. I knew that he was gonna speak to me. And ever since yesterday morning, I was like when I woke up, I just knew that it was gonna be an off kind of day. And I was like, okay. And I still prayed in the morning, and I still read a little bit of my Bible, and then I jumped into some schoolwork around 11:30, and then I did that until like late afternoon, and then got ready for dinner, and then I just prayed a little bit more, and then I went to sleep, and I journaled a little bit, and so that was like an overview, right, of my day yesterday. And it's just like kind of funny how we can get that feeling that when we first wake up, we get that feeling like, okay, this is gonna be a weird day, it's gonna be an off day. And when we do get that feeling, just continue to press and continue to pray, continue to do what you usually would do, right? Walking with God. And, the next day, it should be the next day. It could even just be like in that morning time. But like, stay patient, right? Stay patient. Just like I tell my 3-year-old, hey, stay patient, right? Practice patience. And when I tell him that, every time I tell him that, it's a reminder for me, practice patience. And really that's like practicing your faith, and it's building it, and it's really just knowing that, hey, I'm a human being, and I'm living on this earth, and sometimes sometimes the spiritual area of my life is just going to be a little bit more quiet, and that's okay, right? And I think also it could be for a reason. Maybe God needs you to focus on a task that is of this world, right? So like yesterday for me, it was schoolwork. I had a lot of schoolwork to catch up on because I've just been doing a lot of work for God, and focusing on him a lot. And I think yesterday he on purpose kind of held back, like he was more quiet than usual. And I think that was because he wanted me to focus on my schoolwork, right? So I can get a good grade, so I can pass. And that could be the reason, but I really don't know, and again, that's just like thinking optimistically, thinking of a situation that's for the better, right? And that's the kind of mindset that just, it builds your faith. And once you start really seeing the goodness of God and like how he can work all things for your good, you start seeing everything in such an optimistic way. And I just wanted to say this as a word of encouragement for you, to not worry when you do have days like that. and that it will be done. Like it will be over, and you'll feel God's guidance again. You'll feel him speaking to you again, and like it's okay. I love you so much. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for supporting our channel. This is our channel, okay? This is a channel representing the glory of God, representing all good things of God. And so I wish you the best, and I pray for you, and thanks for tuning in. Have a good day. God bless you. Bye.